Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Very, very good evening to you. Welcome along. It's Friday night, of course. For the next 60 minutes, you've with Stu Bear with the fastest aviation show on YouTube. Hope we find you, as always, fit and fine and well. Lots of folks putting messages into the chat room. Keep the messages coming in, and I'll do my best to mention as many as possible. But to start things off, some great footage for you coming up from Coningsby. And to start things off tonight, a few shots that I took. This was from one of the live streams that I did down at Coningsby. And talking of live streams at Coningsby, hope to be down there around about mid-March time, so certainly a look out for that. But at the moment, keep it nice and warm. Hey, talking of which, hope you certainly all are, and great to see so many folks in the chat room, like Nabila D, Jilly and Peter, Brian K, and also Dave O, Owen Pole, and Matthew Mittens, who wants to come and say hi to Julie Rotherham is with us. Always good to see our Julie, and also Piotr Huzzar, and Gary Lockton, Maurice Moon's with us tonight, UHN 100, Amy Wilson, and Becky Davis. So hey, keep the messages coming in. And of course, if I see them, I will give you a good mention. Nabila D says, good evening, Stu. Hey, very good evening to you as well. Just after 7 o'clock, 7:05 on a Friday night. So for the next 55 minutes, stay with the bear. Got some great stuff coming up for you tonight. Oh, PTS photographic. Now then, Andy, if you look carefully on tonight's show, you should spot yourself in around about 15 minutes. So look out for that. It's on the section that we call Classic Airshows at the very beginning. Look out for it, my boy. Stephen Billings, good to see you as well. And Richard Staff. We also have our good friend Adu in the chat room. And Adu, we've got something very special coming up for you a little bit later tonight. One of our viewers has actually sent some photographs especially for you, coming up in a bit.
That's me. How you doing? This is your royal ruler, Tony Prince, and hi there. Watching the Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. I certainly love those head-on shots down at Coningsby. And as I said, round about middle of March, hope to be out and about and getting over to Coningsby. But keep the messages coming in. Brian K, how the devil are you? Matthew Mittens, Piotr, SHGP Media says, evening all. And that fantastic performance takeoff to finish off with those shots from Coningsby. Well, from Coningsby, we move along the show and some great footage coming up for you. Some of my favourite clips from around about a year ago or so, with starting off with this C5 Galaxy coming into land at RF Mildenhall. Absolutely. Amazing aircraft, the size, absolutely huge. Can't wait as well later in the year to get down to Mildenhall. And sure, Julie was saying the other week that she's hoping to pop over to Mildenhall in the summertime. So, hey, be good to see you. Richard Staff, how the devil are you? And I'm sure I've missed somebody out. Dave O. Hello, Dave O. Nice to see you as well. Thank you for joining us on this Friday evening for Stu Bear's 60-minute show. Every Friday between 7 and 8 o'clock. And of course, hey, I know somebody I forgot to mention. That's our good friend Deacon McVitie. He says, yet to see a C5 at the hall. Hey, well, keep coming down. You'll see it. Quickly going through the chat room. Special mention going out tonight to our very good friend, our drone man himself. That's Foot Launch 1. Yep, we're not too bad at all there, thank you. It says, evening Stu, hope you're well, with a big thumbs up. There we go. I must admit, I've never seen so many birds. And of course, I know our good friend Adu certainly likes to see the rotary aircraft, so hey, my boy, that's for you. But As I said at the top of the show, we've got something quite special coming up for you very, very soon. They do. Our very good friend Marcus Camfield sent some photographs across. So, hey, that's coming up very, very soon. And coming up right now on Airshow World, it's that time of the show to find out what some of the Airshow World followers have been doing. Well, as I was saying earlier, a big thank you to Marcus Camfield. What a fantastic bunch of people you really are. Fantastic community here on Airshow World. And he very kindly sent these photographs across of all these helicopters. And on the message, he said, hey, especially for the guy in the chat room who watches Airshow World, who loves his helicopters. So I do. These are for you, my boy.
Hind, and we are ready for departure and open the display.
Hind display, lift report lined up.
And we certainly had to do it, didn't we, hey? I love this aircraft. One of the best painted up aircraft I think that I've seen, and it was the very last time that the Czech Air Force would be displaying this aircraft. So here it is, the wonderful Hind. A do for you.
Here it is, getting back into the air for the 221st Helicopter Squadron of the Czech Air
For
Force.
display Hind, and we can open the display now, and we'll start insurance itself.
Hind display when ready. Duties against slow-moving targets, alongside their standard battlefield tasks. A total of 62 rockets were delivered to what was then Czechoslovakia between 1982 and 1992. The country. Used by the Czech Air Force for close support duties, and the Czechs have also supported the new Afghan Air Force's operations of this type of helicopter. Just 17 of them are in service with only one squadron. As I say, it's the 221st Helicopter Squadron, which is one of the Czech Republic's two member units of the NATO Tiger Association, the organisation that brings together for regular, large-scale exercises units from across the NATO alliance with a tiger or nowadays also other forms of big cat in their emblems. All of these helicopters have been fully upgraded to NATO standards. There was a time when the thought of Hinds operating as part of NATO was unthinkable, but now, since the late 1990s, it's been reality. But this is to be the last appearance at a British Airshow this weekend of the Hind in Czech Air Force service, because they're due for retirement around the turn of the year. Visits to other UK air shows over the years, including a three-ship team of them, claimed the award for Best Overall Flying Demonstration at the then International Air Tattoo at Fairford in 1995. The standard of their performances, well, the solo duo has remained very high since then.
I'm sure you'll agree that certainly is an absolutely stunning looking aircraft, and especially with that amazing scheme. When we realised that that particular helicopter was displaying that weekend at Duxford, wow, I tell you, it put a big smile on everybody's faces. Very quickly, hi to a couple of more people. We have Robbie Batista. Good to see you, and thank you for saying hello, Stu. How are you doing? Also, hi to Jim Gamble.
Reflecting this unit's membership of the NATO Tigers.
And hi as well to Zoltan. And on this particular weekend, when we're at this air show, hey, had some great friends with me. So Marcus Camfield, also Dick McVitie kept holding the brolly every now and again, and Maurice Moon was with me, and my good friend SRH Steve. And Jeff wants to say, hey, many warm greetings, all from sunny South Carolina. Hey, thank you for joining us tonight. Also, hi to Rodney Palmer.
I can go for the Romeo Lima. If there's information, good afternoon. We're using Q4 the QFE 1011 and we are currently 4 minutes early.
Roger, ma'am, I understand. That was the reason for the call. Checking on my code for a 16:30 Tuesday departure.
And you probably saw in the chat room a little earlier at our good friend Andy. He says when this actually took off to do the display, he was right in front of it. Wow, my man, what a brilliant view.
Hurricane Andrew, are you able to get airborne for minute 22?
Minute 22 is going to put me about 20 minutes in front of my slot time, ma'am. What time is it over?
By the 82nd Airborne 505th RCT. Welcome to Airshow World with Stu Bear.
And coming up for you right now on Stu Bear's Airshow World, it's time to go way back in time with classic air shows. So then, PTS photography, look very carefully. There he is.
And come towards Fairford.
From 1999.
To the southeast of Fairford.
It gets shy though now, look at that.
Lockheed 1, your clearance, ma'am?
Lockheed 1's ready to copy.
What we're going to do right now on Classic Air Shows, show you some arrivals from Royal International Air Tattoo 1999. Starting off with these A10s.
And you can select 11842 on your other box. German 633, if you just hold position to the south of the field and you're, sorry, to the north of the field, and you'll be looking for 4 A10s joining downwind.
And I know for a fact that Andy's favourite aircraft are the A10s. So for you, mate, this is for you. Also, hi to Mark Webber Webster.
3, thank you. If you come in, they'll be the next one after the A10. German Navy 8633, position towards final. That's correct. You're looking for the last A10, which is just turning short final this time. I can say, continue. Decimal 97. Orange eastbound frequency.
That'll be a traffic. I'll be bringing you in after the F-16s.
Well, thank you very much there, Marcus. It's really easy to send a video across to me. If it's a big file, use the program on the internet. It's called WeTransfer. Hey Andy, remember this aircraft?
Feel that, please. It's just one Phantom to get ahead of you. Air Force 3745, descend now altitude 1000 feet. To the traffic surface wind 250 at 5, land after.
Going north, hold it's your south position.
Roger. 2 company F-16s on the runway, land after, surface wind 2406 knots. Roger, confirming clear to land, 270 5 knots. If possible, if we'd like you to vacate the runway to the south, left hand turn off the runway, just past the 4,000 foot to go marker board.
No problem.
Excellent, thank you.
Round down to the threshold and cross there. What do you... Alpha, right, backtrack the runway from Charlie North. Which do you think would be the best way to get him there?
004, listen out now with tower.
Fairford ground 119.15. Australia 5532, Fairford ground 119.15.
Golf Victor standby 1. Then on the north side 3. Okay, take the go. Can you get past them? Can you cross it now, expedite?
I do like that call. Ned Flanders. Also love the little icon you've got. He says, "Hi Stu, how long have you been filming air shows for?" Well, goes way back to the 1980s. But right now we're looking at 1999 Royal International Air Tattoo Arrival Day. And with a practice display of the fantastic constellation. Also hi today to Jilly and Peter.
Point 02 Golf Victor, you're clear. Altitude 3,000 feet. Squawk 4760.
Take off left turn 090, climb to 3,470, 515 traffic.
Current airborne frequency when instructed will be 132.9 up.
Copy.
Sorry, 1 o'clock.
Over 3,000.
finishes display.
Hello. Harrier Tower, keep you advised again. The Constellation will land, the Gulfstream will depart. Short hover.
And a very big welcome to M. Gomez. He said, just started watching, where is this? Well, this was taken from the Royal International ATATU 1999, the arrival day, or days. And I think this was on the Thursday. I was with my good friend. He's in the chat room. That's Andy. PTS Photography. No, PTS Photographic. That's what he calls himself now. And M. Gomez, every Friday night, What the Bear Does. That's me, Stu Bear. We do a live show between 7 and 8 o'clock UK time, and just showing some video footage that I've even taken recently, or in this instance right now, we call this classic air shows. Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed the Connie. Absolutely wonderful. Normally I just show the arrival of it, but today I thought I would show the full display.
Hello, I'm Mark Jeffries, leader of the Global Stars, and you're watching Stu Bear and Airshow.
Well, we've got to say a big thank you to Mark Jeffries. And Mark was watching last week's show, and he wants to say a big thank you to all you folks on Airshow World as well. Because, hey, we still need your help. And in fact, in just a moment, I'm going to put the link into the chat room. But Mark has very kindly said, hey, Stu, you can show any of the videos. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. And here he is in Bahrain. And basically what Mark Jeffries and the Global Stars are planning to do is to get a camera inside. You can see the inside footage at the moment, but showing it live while they do their display. Now that he can only do that when he gets to 1,000 subscribers. Well, I had a look earlier, and they're getting close. Here is his YouTube channel, so please subscribe to Mark Jeffries and the Global Stars YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link in the chat room in just a moment. But if you can do that, hey, you'll be doing us a massive favor. And also, you'll be reaping the rewards of seeing live footage when he does his displays. And in the chat room right now, there it is. You can see that will take you to his YouTube channel. So please subscribe. Let's get him up there to 1,000 as soon as possible. At the moment, I think it's lying just around about 800, so 200 more, and we've cracked it. All right, I'm going to go quiet so you can look and enjoy more A10s. They're on right now.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and use the hat. West. The early pull-up on the vertical was due to lowering ceilings on the west side. Huge picture look. So I think this climber is okay with this as a corner marker. We didn't really get it clear, but I'm just going to hit the corner anyway.
Syracuse in New York State, the Air National Guard there. Oh no, they were the first to have A10s. Yeah, and this t-shirt had a caricature of A10 with the horns like a warthog, you know, and it said "Go ugly early."
Heading 040, Saudi 6704. Saudi 6704, confirm runway 27 in use.
Fox House to Foxtrot North, cross runway 27.
And on that particular day, as you saw, he took off using runway 27, which was right in front of us. But when he came into land, he used 09. So that's why we didn't get the landing. But hey, you saw 4 landing just a little bit earlier in the show. Well, keep the messages coming in on the chat. Always great to see them and great to read a few out. Owen Pole, good to see you as well, young man. And Mark Webster is with us. He's been a member of Airshow World for 4 months. Wow, what a man. Thank you very, very much. And all the other members of Airshow World, you can see they light up in green, big and bold, with an aircraft right next to them. If you'd like to support Airshow World, hey, why not? Just become a member. It's that easy. Just click on the join button right underneath the video. You probably have to click on more, but just click on more and you'll be helping Airshow World, and also you will stand the chance of winning a DVD/Blu-ray. The choice is yours. We do that at the end of each month, so a couple of more weeks time we'll be doing that. And of course, this month's members of the month are of course our very good Dickie McVitie and also Kevin, and they won at Christmas on the Christmas special. They won the 3 Blu-ray disc set of Royal International Air Tattoo 2022, and I hope you're enjoying that. It's a very special set. Around about 10 hours of video, but hey, we've still got to move on because we've got a lot more coming up for you. And this part of the show, what you need to do, I'm going to go very quiet. I'm not going to say a word on this, but what you need to do, turn up the sound and enjoy the wonderful sights and the sounds from Old Warden, the Shuttleworth Collection. We've got the Gladiator, Hurricane and Spitfire all flying together, so turn the sound up and enjoy this because this is absolutely awesome. And it's coming up for you right now. David Barnes, good evening to you. Enjoy.
Board Sierra Alpha is clearing to the west now and leaving in frequency.
Golf Sierra Alpha, thanks very much for the call. Bye-bye.
Bye. The Gladiator went into the annals of aviation history in a 10-day period, which gave rise to the myth that the island was saved by just 3 planes. And charity. In fact, there were more aircraft than that. It's just that they weren't all airworthy at the same time.
Yes, there were 6, and they were held in reserve for the HMS Eagle aircraft carrier.
The Gladiator tonight, holding its own.
Oh, very much so. It's pride of place. A lot of Gladiator pilots really didn't like the idea of going on to flying model planes. But at the same time, there was a pilot prejudice against the Gladiator itself at the time, particularly the enclosed cockpit. The Gauntlet, which was its predecessor, was very popular. And the idea of having an enclosed cockpit really didn't sell well with the RF pilots at first. The Gladiator was strong and manoeuvrable. That's probably true. The thing you don't want to do is to drop anything out of your pockets, because there's no floor in the aircraft, so it just drops through and you might have an airframe on a loose change. So pilots have to be quite careful about that.
It wouldn't be any good for me. I wouldn't have anywhere to go. No good at all.
The Sea Hurricane, again, a rarity. From A flight of 73 Squadron, and the red wheels belong to Flying Officer Edgar Cobber Kane.
Gladiator runway 20 left
the first.
As the Gladiator comes in, you can see the lowered flaps on both the lower and the upper wings there. The pilot choosing to land on the rough grass to one side of the runway.
That's a very nice landing, actually.
The Shuttleworth Hurricane is a very rare example. It's a 1BC Hurricane built in Canada in 1941 to protect the North Atlantic convoys heading to Europe and then north to Murmansk. A Mark III Merlin engine developing 1185 horsepower powers the aircraft.
Is a very early only 1,000 years ago. Once it goes at ground level, just explain that, it's probably only pushing out about 850.
Good, anything from Barnstable 1. Well, so it's very responsible for access. Open formation, braking, go.
The temperature's at -18°C.
After the war, it became an instruction taking place.
Barnstable 3 for radio check.
Barnstable 3, you're reasonably fine.
This is
Barnstable
relatively recently, it's 1995, when the Mark
Spitfire running in from the south.
finally restored
Spitfire,
to
Roger.
flying condition once again, and along with the Spitfire has been an essential ingredient of our flagship every summer.
Quite proud to say that I was one of the sponsors. Then went to the sponsors do in April '96.
About that. If you can't do it tonight, then go online on the website and check it out.
Well, what a truly fantastic sight, but especially I hope you did turn those speakers up for the incredible sound. We had the Gladiator, the Hurricane, and of course the wonderful Spitfire. And what a location, what a backdrop. If you've never been to Old Warden and seen the Shuttleworth Collection, I really do recommend it. They've got lots of air shows starting from the, I think it's the 7th of May. And they've got shows all the way through the summertime, right up till around about October. And you can book the tickets right now. And if you are thinking of going to one of their air shows, certainly buy them now, because there's a big discount. So have a look at their website, and I tell you, just look at it. It's beautiful.
Pilots are far too busy to notice applauding as they fly past, but when our pilots once they've parked up, they do give them a round of applause.
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. Well, with that means that is just about it for yet another Friday night with a 60-minute show with, of course, Stu Bear right here in the chair with the Airshow World, the fastest aviation show on YouTube. I always have to smile when I say that. Couple of messages just before I do go is saying thank you to Maurice Moon, who says another great show. Well done, mate, and special thanks for the Connie. So pleased you enjoyed it. And also to everybody else, it's been wonderful. You've got 15 seconds, by the way, to get yourself a last message into the chat room. Marcus Campfield, how are you, my boy? He said I should go to Old Warden / Shuttleworth. Yeah, you should. Only 15 minutes away. Blimey, I'd be living there, I tell you. Gillian Peter, thank you for joining us from over there in Boston, Lincolnshire. And also everybody else, Dickon McVitie, Brian Kay, Gary Inge, so many folks. Hey, if I haven't mentioned, Brad 737 is with us, Peter Tor, Gary Inge. I forgot to mention Gary Inge last week. I did give myself a slap wrist, by the way, and actually I quite enjoyed it. All right, less of that. Grogu, I think it is 336. Hey, don't worry if you're late, just rewind it. You'll love some of the aircraft that we've had on tonight. It's been absolutely, well, I've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it just an inch as much as I have, I tell you what, you'll have had a great time. Who else have we got? UHN 100. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. Okay, until next time, have yourself a fantastic weekend. Don't forget, every Friday night, make a date with the bear between 7 and 8. But for the moment, thank you and a very, very good night.